Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This is the channel for UGC NET Education Paper 2 and it has a target to cover the whole syllabus of UGC NET Education subject particularly. I have completed subunit A and subunit B of unit 2. Now I am starting to present my view on subunit C of unit 2. Concept of economics of education, economic returns to higher education, concept of educational finance. These three broad areas are included in subunit C. We will discuss each and every topic in detail. Just you people stay tuned. In this video, I am Konkona Pal going to talk about economic returns to higher education and signaling theory versus human capital theory. Economic returns to higher education. From economic perspective, after investment in education, some return is expected naturally. Okay. Now, education has many-folded benefits to the individuals and society from the investment. Okay. Establishment of school building, teacher training, textbook supply, libraries, laboratories, etc. are like investment in education. Besides, higher rates of societal production, adoption of technological changes, women empowerment, etc. are potential benefits of higher education. So, what are the investments? School building, setup of school building, textbook, laboratory, library, these are the investment. Whereas societal production, increase in rates of societal production, adoption of technological changes, women empowerment, etc. These are potential benefits. Now the ratio between the cost or investment and benefit is defined as return to higher education. The thing is how we will calculate it. How we will calculate the return, total return to higher education. Total return can be calculated by adding monetary earning. It can include income, economic growth, productivity, etc. These are in monetary terms. Monetary earning, we will add monetary earning with non-monetary benefit like progressive society, all-round development of child, awareness, etc. By adding these two phenomena, we can get the total return to higher education. Education raises people's productivity, creativity, and promotes entrepreneurship and technological advances. It plays a very crucial role in social progress and economic growth and development. Economic returns to higher education helps to increase participation of people in democratic and social processes, as it helps to increase our awareness. It also indicates how to overcome poverty and bring prosperity of life. It also assures capabilities and productivity. Full returns of schooling can be calculated with the variation of the cost of schooling, means how much invested in schooling. Cost of schooling means how much invested in schooling, and years of schooling means for how long invested. Direct cost of education increases with level of schooling. Signaling theory and human capital theory. Both theories predicts that education affect earnings. Now, signaling theory. The concept of signaling theory was of Nobel Prize winner Michael Spence. According to this theory, signal is an expensive action that reveals the information. Signal is nothing but the information. Okay. As per signaling theory of education, more educated workers receives higher wages than the workers who has acquired more skills but less education. Very simple theory it is that more educated workers will receive higher wages than the workers who has acquired more skills. Okay, here the educational degree is enough, okay, for recruitment of any worker. More educated workers receives higher wages than the workers who has acquired more skills but less education. Okay, according to Michael Spence, education signals worker quality. Education just provides the signal of the quality of worker. Not only education teaches us things, but it signals worker quality. This is the signaling theory, where signal of employees capabilities, abilities, potentialities in terms of educational degrees. Signal works like employees capabilities, abilities and potentialities in terms of educational degrees. Educational degrees reveals about the skills of employee. Educational degree works as like the signal to get more wages. Okay. Through this line graph, we can get a clear picture of signaling theory that expected income will increase with amount of income. With increasing amount of education, we can expect that income will also increase. Okay. Through Sipskin effect, we can get more clear idea about signaling theory. With the help of an example, I am trying to explain this. If student A is 1 credit short of a bachelor's degree while student B has earned their bachelor's degree, means student B is able to get his bachelor's degree where student A is not able to get his bachelor's degree. Okay, then the two students have essentially the same amount of education. We can say that. However, according to the Sipskin effect, student B will earn a greater income than student A. Student B, who is able to get his bachelor's degree, he will earn a greater income than student A. So, educational degree signals to get more income clearly over here. Next is human capital theory. Human capital theory in education was postulated by Gary Becker, where it was introduced by Adam Smith in 18th century in economics. Human capital means it is the tool of the mind, or you can say the stuff in people's head that makes them more productive by creativity, by competencies or knowledges, etc. To produce human capital requires investment, training, experiences, and formal education. Human capital talks about the competencies, knowledge, social and personal attributes, including creativity and ability to perform so as to produce economic value. Means it talks about the inner value of a human being. Human capital represents the assets each individual develops to enhance economic productivity. According to signaling theory, educational degree works as signal to get more wages. But in human capital theory, education helps to raise the productivity of workers by imparting knowledge and skills. Hence, raising workers' future income by increasing their lifetime earnings. There is no importance of educational degrees, but it emphasized the experience, knowledge, skills of worker. In other words, education also acts as sorting out device which enable employers to identify more able individual. Population's income, economic situation of the country, educational reform, etc. influenced human capital because it requires investment, training, experience and formal education. Now the most important thing is to differentiate both the theories. According to signaling theory, education raises wages because educational level or educational degree works as signal of his work ability. Whereas human capital theory says that education raises wages by increasing productivity. Signaling theory, according to signaling theory, education does not improve the student's ability. Very important thing it is that education does not improve the student's ability as per signaling theory, whereas as per human capital theory, education positively affects on student's ability. Signaling theory could be limited to measures the actual potentiality of students. Human capital theory assumes that education improves one's ability by imparting skills, training, and experience. I think now both the concepts are a little bit clear to you. If you have any query, you can post it in comment section. In the next video, I will discuss educational finance at micro and macro levels. Be connected with my channel to get more information about each topic of UGC NET education syllabus. I am also taking online class for UGC NET education subject. Interested viewers can comment me in the chat box. Thank you.